So,
Steven.
My name is Stephen Bixby. I work with Haiti Outreach Ministries. I came down to Haiti February 27th, 2010. I decided to come to Haiti after a long couple-month process. I was first going to Costa Rica just to do some different relief work, working with the homeless, working with poor in Costa Rica. When the earthquake on January 12th, 2010 occurred, I changed plans and came to Haiti. I found HOM, or Haiti Outreach Ministries, from my brother who had been down here in early 2000, 2001, 2002, doing some work with HOM. And he put me in touch with the president of HOM, Bill Glass, and Pastor Leon Dorleans. So I committed with them for a year to come down and help with relief efforts, managing teams, doing any kind of service that I could to help out down here. After being in Haiti for 3 to 4 months, my role changed greatly. I took over the home building project. In 2010, we built over 100 homes, all out of reinforced concrete and concrete block with wooden metal roofs, which we hope to continue that plan in 2011. But also after the home building program, I took over all construction for HOM, which has led to building a brand new clinic, different churches and schools and other projects for HOM. Currently right now I'm with some guys from Build Found, which is an organization that we're working with now to develop a brand new compound that was completely destroyed during the earthquake. We've partnered together to develop plans for a church, school, clinic, basically an entire little community center in itself. So we've been working on that this week, finishing all the structural plans, architectural plans, and master plan for the entire site.
thank you. And this is a pretty exciting project because it brings different sides of the profession together. Architects with construction, with structural engineers, is that right?
Yeah, this project has been a lot of fun. It's been very different from a lot of our other projects, as we have had all the structural engineers and the architects sitting down together and kind of going through the troubleshooting and the problems, trying to work out the best usage of the space that we have. So we've been able to throw around different ideas and kind of work on site as well, checking out different things, the soil and the working spaces that we have, as well as we've been trying to do electrical plans with solar and different ideas. So we've been able to be firsthand with the structural engineers and the architects designing all this together. So it's been nice to be able to sit down and get the details of the whole project.
And for us, the levels of separation that we are typically used to as architects, working with our structural engineer a step away and then it coming back through us to Stephen. In this case, we're all sitting together and working, and it's a really different, more direct process, which we're really enjoying too.
Do you want to introduce yourself and tell us how you're connected with the project?
I'm David Obachowski. I'm an architect, and Winston Ely and I we're both architects working for Build Found to help with the compound of HOM.
So what do you think is the biggest accomplishment over the last 4 days, being able to meet in person, really look at the master plan together, go to the site, look at the materials? What impact do you think that's had, and what's the biggest takeaway?
I think the biggest thing is just kind of seeing what is on the ground and what the available pieces are to build from. The prevalent use of concrete block and masonry units, and the way that a lot of building has been done down here is really great. But we're trying to develop a model that's very simple and allows for a little bit less use of independent masonry units and being more of a cast building out of concrete. And that allows for a lot more stable structure, a lot less movement in an earthquake, and not such a frame system where the frame might hold but the block falls and crushes people. So, and then just kind of being on the ground and seeing what the available technologies are with using stamped metal and punched metal for openings, how they create openings, how the doors are made, all those things that seem like little things. It's impossible to understand those things in New York, where Dave and I are based incidentally. But it's impossible to understand those things, and we need to understand those things in order to understand how would be the best way to not make this a building that looks very foreign to Haiti. We want to make it contextualized, if you will, to the site, to the environment, and then what the program is. And speaking largely about the site, the best opportunity I think of the, obviously it's tragic that the whole compound that we're working on was destroyed in the earthquake, but I think what the positive that comes out of it is it affords a fresh start. And rather than we have money to build the church, we'll build the church here, and then we have money, so we'll build this here, without ever creating kind of a what do we really want to do for this community, and what do we want to do for this site, and what's the best use of space, and how do we phase this because we don't have all the money now. So it really affords, I think, a great opportunity for HOM to kind of step back for a moment and kind of plan how they're going to build this out for the next 2, 3, 4 years.
Yeah.
And the people on the ground here, meeting with Stephen and Leon and everyone on the ground, it's really been a great fusion, I think, and everyone is kind of much clearer about how we're going to do this. And now there's a lot less kind of back and forth, answering these little nagging questions that never make sense for information gaps. It's all, I think, pretty crystal clear, and we're going to go back and just kind of, boom, knock it out.
Yeah, that's where we've never really had the architects and the engineers together at one time to see the possibilities. I don't even know if the architect's ever been down before, or if you've ever even done an architectural rendering of a building. We have a Haitian engineer, and we've always based everything we've done off of what he is capable of doing. So by bringing the architect and the engineers down together, we're going to be able to create a much just a more beautiful building that'll blend with what the Haitians already do, but adding some decorative panels, adding some different elements to it, because we can all see it and work on it together.
And Stephen, beyond the brick and mortar, what kind of impact do you think this is going to have on jobs, healthcare, and the general community that the master plan is going to help build?
The community at Repatriate is about 75,000 people, so the impact of the clinic will give constant medical care, which they do not have now. The school will allow space for 600 kids to go to school. There'll also be a larger church, so they'll hold more people in a church service. It'll also allow for some other opportunities for jobs. In the building process, on any daily basis, we have anywhere from 100 to 400 people working, so it provides a lot of jobs.
Yeah.